going on, guys? Welcome back to Tully Television, and today we're going to be talking What If Episode 6. What if Kilmonger had saved Tony Stark? But before we get into that, I want to thank you all for stopping by, liking, commenting, sharing, all that beautiful YouTube stuff. All those interactions go a long way here at Tully Television. Every little piece of interaction helps us get into the algorithm so we can be seen by more people and have our community grow. So if I've yet to earn your subscription, hit it right down below. Hey, listen, no harm, no foul. You subscribe and you don't like what you're seeing, you can always unsubscribe. But you never know if this is going to be the channel that becomes your favorite channel, unless you give us a try. So come on, guys, let's get up there, man, with our subscriber count, with our everything, because only together can we go straight to the moon, baby. But what if episode 6, what if Kilmonger had saved Tony Stark? Written by Matthew Chauncey, directed by Brian Andrews. We have Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher. We have Michael B. Jordan coming back as Kilmonger. Jon Favreau as Happy Hogan. Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. Angela Bassett as Queen Ramonda. Dan Guerrera as Okeu. Andy Serkis is back as Claw. Don Cheadle comes back as Rhodey. Paul Bettany is back as Jarvis. John Candy as T'Chaka. Osman Akua as Shuri. Mike Wingert plays Tony Stark. Kif Vanderhavel plays Obadiah Stane, and Beth Hoyt is Pepper Potts. This starts off like how Iron Man started off. Iron Man 1 started off with Tony in the Humvee caravan, and it gets bombed by the Ten Rings. But instead of when the bomb landed next to him, the rocket landed next to him, and blowing up and put shrapnel in his heart, Kilmonger picks up the rocket and throws it away before it blows up, injuring Tony Stark, completely rewriting Tony Stark's history. Instead of becoming Iron Man and interacting with the Ten Rings and learning lessons that he would have eventually learned, or he doubles down on the playboy alcoholic personality he had going into Iron Man 1. Because when he's saved and they go back to America, he says that this is more of a reason why he needs to make weapons to protect Earth, protect America. He makes Kilmonger the new head of security. I hope Happy Hogan was supposed to be. But with Kilmonger's history and being a top soldier, none of this things that transpired in Black Panther, that hasn't happened. So no one really understands or knows that Kilmonger is being kind of on the sly and trying to do his own thing. He also reveals how Obadiah Stane was behind the attempted assassination on Tony to take over company. He was able to release information onto the internet to prove everything. Obadiah Stane gets kicked out and everything, and before he can even enact on anything. And Pepper Potts is, having her reservations, because it was like, the news reporter also asked what Pepper Potts was thinking on, how were you there? How did you know that this was happening? And he kind of was like, well, it was the contract on Tony Stark's life that he came across across that, and he figured that if he went and saved Tony Stark, he would be the hero, you know what I mean, that everyone needed. And you know, like a lot of the answers he's given lines up to where you can kind of be like, all right, that sounds good, but okay, I'm still gonna keep an eye on you though, because sometimes when a story is too good, it usually is. But in the budding bromance between Killmonger and Tony Stark, between their brilliant minds and strategy and stuff like that, they come across on how to make like these animated drones that kind of look like Gundam mobile suits, and they look pretty cool. They look pretty cool, and they're trying to figure out like what type of protection stuff that needs, and how vibranium would be great to have. And Killmonger gives him the family ring to do this. Little does Tony know that Killmonger is doing this to build the army of drones for himself, for his final gambit into his plans, which I want to get into. But in the meantime, like I said, Pepper Potts is still very leery about him and asks Rhodes, aka War Machine, to look into his past a little bit. And Rhodes is still if Rhodes is kind of feeling something similar, like this might be something more to play here. But let's see how this goes too. But at least Pepper Potts isn't thinking she's going crazy with this or being overprotective. At some point, Stark and Killmonger decide to grab some more vibranium somewhere, and at that point, especially with now Claw being involved, the Black Panther decided to get involved, T'Challa, and that's exactly what Killmonger was hoping for, and he winds up killing Black Panther. It was not an easy fight, but he wound up killing Black Panther, and Cody Rhodes, wow. Rhodes also dies, War Machine, and he blames it on T'Challa, and that's why he had to kill T'Challa. Finally, Thunderbolt Ross okays and approves going to war with Wakanda, I guess through the president, and they decide to basically go against Wakanda. And in the meantime, Tony Stark finally figures out that Killmonger is out for his own stake in this, whatever that may be. And that led to Tony Stark being killed by Killmonger. And then finally he decides to bring the drone army to Wakanda. When he gets there, he needs Claude to show him the opening, or where the fence is. Fence. Get off my lawn! To show him how to enter. He then decides to kill Claw, basically tying up any possible loose ends on someone coming back and ratting him out. He lets the drones in, but he also then pulls the trick of bringing Claw's body to Wakanda to show that he's part of them, to get into the throne room. He convinces them that he's the son of the brother of the king, T'Chaka. Shuri is unsure of him. As the drones begin to attack Wakanda, Killmonger was able to use something on his wristband or whatever to deactivate them, because Thunderbolt Ross and them are watching this attack on Wakanda. He says he knows how to kill them, and if they just listen to him, he'll be able to, make it through the day with them. So the queen, the leader of the Dormalage, goes out on the battlefield with Kilmonger following her, and they wind up taking out all the drones that he secretly reactivated. And at that point, because of his heroism for Wakanda, towards Wakanda, the king allows him to become the new Black Panther. But T'Challa knows and kind of speaks to him from the afterlife, saying, you may think you have won, but you will pay your price either in that plane, meaning the plane that he's alive in, or the next one, meaning the afterlife, where him and all the other Black Panther ancestors are hanging out. So Killmonger's gonna pay one way or the other. And I thought this episode was a definite 8.5 out of 10. My favorite episode so far. Killmonger really had the most to gain if he had succeeded in the MCU. His motive was the most understandable, in my opinion, and it's really good to see. It's good to see him and T'Challa interacting with each other again. Him and Chadwick Boseman, Michael Jordan, and him had good interaction in the first Black Panther movie. That it was good to see them working again together. And this time, Killmonger wins. So we kind of technically see a one win, one loss for each of them. It's just too bad that Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger died in the MCU, because we could have certainly used him alive to maybe do this story or a version of this story, but to redeem himself and become the new Black Panther, meaning because of the unfortunate circumstances of Chadwick Boseman's early departure of life. But yeah, great episode, 8.5 out of 10. I loved the action. I loved the acting. The animation has grown on me. Really, again, I know that I said Zombies was my favorite episode, but this is definitely my favorite episode up there. Just for the fact of seeing Michael B. Jordan win. And then finally at the last scene is Shuri meeting with Pepper Potts about both of their reservations about Killmonger. And Pepper Potts said something about Tony being a genius, and Shuri was like, well, he's not the only one that's one. Because I guess in the MCU so far she's maybe in the top 5, top 3 of intelligence in characters in the MCU. But yeah, I think the episode was great overall. To really see the intricate planning of Killmonger and even more depth, so to speak, that he knew that how he was going to lay it all out, and succeeded. Great plan, because he tricked just about everybody. But we leave it on a cliffhanger of Pepper and Shuri meeting to try to figure out how to take down Killmonger, Black Panther. And that's the end of the episode. We're coming close. The next episode after this is the Party Thor episode. Then we have 2 more episodes after that. So we'll really see how this shapes up. We're going to see how all these stories coming together, or if they even come together. We'll see. But I want to thank everyone for stopping by, liking, sharing, subscribing. Come on, guys, hit that bell notification next to the subscribe bar so you never miss an episode of Tully Television. And until next time, peace, knuckles.
No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now.
Can't stop me, man. No matter hard, you better go hard, so hard. If you gon' try and stop me now, I'll be ruckus the rhythm like the blocks be wild. Bad enough I got the cops trying to lock me down. Can't nobody break my stride or shake my pride without a homicide case and trial. It's a long time coming, long nines bustin', cradle to the grave, I be on my grind hustling. Sometimes when I think about it, have my mind bugging. The shit that I've been through, things that I've seen, the chicks that I ran through, places I've been. I'm a victim of the very song I sing. It's how it is in the heart of it. Most want no part of it. Some will soothe the pain through booze and narcotics. I'ma hold my head, stay true to where my heart is. Either you pay with your life or you pay dues and homage.